Yo, what's going on, guys? MikeDecIsHere, and today I'm going to bring you guys a VGC 2012 battle that I had against SPF Rai, which was at the Apex tournament back in January. But before we get into the battle, I know probably a bunch of you don't really know what VGC is, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to explain it. Sorry for the people who are, don't really want to listen to this, but I think it's fair for everyone else. So, quick explanation, it's doubles. You get 6 pokes, you can only choose 4. Level cap at 50, meaning if you have Pokemon above 50, they go down to 50, and if you have below 50, then whatever, they stay at that level. Pokemon from any region can be used, except their specific ban lists. Mewtwo, Mew, Lugia, Huo, Celebi, those kind of legendaries are banned, and things like Swift Swim and Drizzle are not banned, or Garchomp, or Blaziken, or anything like that. So Smogon bans are really not in the window here. So with the little background, oh, and there's also item clause. Derp. So with the little background, let's get into the battle. If you have any more questions about VGC, feel free to post in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best I can. But anyway, so looking at his team, it's a rain team. I'm running a sandstorm team. I don't really know what he wants to do. He's got a bunch of threats. I don't really remember all 6 of his guys, but I feel as though that my Ferrothorn and Garchomp combo can handle most of the things that he can throw out at me. Maybe not the Hitmontop if he decides to lead with it, but I don't think he will. I think he'll try to lead with Politoed and something, because that's what rain teams like to do. He doesn't seem to have a weather inducer of his own, so I think if I bring in T-Tar later, I'll be fine. So, with that explanation out of the way, he brings in Politoed and Jellicent. I bring in Garchomp and Ferrothorn. I figured I'm faster. I go for a Earthquake. Knowing it won't do too much to my Ferrothorn, I can get a good amount of damage on anything. But he goes first with Jellicent, which means that this thing is obviously Choice Scarf. My item is Bright Powder, not Yachi Berry, so I go down pretty quickly. Politoed Focus Blast me based on that damage. It's obviously Specs. So I'm dealing with 2 choice users, and because that Jellicent is offensive, Power Whip is easily going to take it out. So, this is very fast paced, I apologize, but double battles tend to go very quickly. So, with a double down, right now, I decided to bring up my Weather Inducer Tyranitar, trying to bait the switch, and he brings out Raikou. I decided to protect because I think he's not going to really want to stay in and bank on Focus Blast hitting or missing or whatever. So I'm going to protect, predicting Raikou to Aura Sphere because it is shiny, which means most likely than not it is one of those event Raikous, meaning it's going to Aura Sphere me. I was afraid he would try to Aura Sphere the Ferrothorn, but I didn't think he would. So I'm going to protect with Tyranitar, and I'm going to go for a T-Wave, trying to slow down that Raikou, knowing he's not going to switch it out. And that's pretty good for me. I have this thing completely crippled now, and now I'm pretty sure Hitmontop's going to attack me. I think it's going to take me out. Raikou is probably going to attack Ferrothorn because it's at a low enough HP where Aura Sphere should take it out. So I'm going to protect with Ferrothorn to prevent Raikou from doing anything I don't like. And I'm going to use my special move that Tyranitars usually do not carry in VGC. I have the Chople Berry, which means I am going to live this close combat, although not by very much, because close combat from Hitmontop, even though it's not a fighting gem, it still does a lot of damage. Reveals to me he has a White Herb, which is good. Thank God it's not a fighting gem, because I'd probably have been screwed in this battle. He gets paralyzed with Raikou. He said it didn't matter because he tried to attack Ferrothorn, and I go for counter, and I have counter on this Tyranitar. And Chople counter is extremely underrated. It takes out things like Zurazukin. No, not Zurazukin. Stupid Scrafty. It takes out Garchomp, who can't one-shot it. It takes out lots of things that are very threatening. But anyway, rambling aside, I'm going to protect with Tyranitar basically because I don't want to get the double down again. I want to basically have Tyranitar in for one more turn before I get taken down. I know that Surf cannot kill my Ferrothorn, and he goes for a Surf and he gets a crit, and that really probably did not matter because I am not sassy. I'm careful, which means I probably am faster, which means I still could have gotten off the Power Whip, and I probably still could have won this game because he is Specs. Of course, he's timid Specs. That might be a different story. I don't think he is based on the amount of damage that did, but because Modest probably that was pretty sure that's Modest based on that amount of damage that Focus Blast did on the Ferrothorn. But I'm going to bring out Excadrill now, and basically I'm not sure if I'm faster or not, so I want to just be very safe. I'm just going to protect. I know Surf cannot kill me, and I'm just going to go for a T-Wave, and I'm going to paralyze this Politoed, and going to take it out with an EQ. So that's going to be the good game. Good game, SPF Rai. This was the, I think, losers semis. I ended up getting to the 3rd place in this tournament, which was pretty cool. But I understand the battle was very fast paced, and if you guys have any questions about VGC in general, please, feel free to post in the comments that, I'm happy to answer any questions. It is a very confusing tier. There are lots of things that are different from singles. So, any questions, feel free to post. And if you like the battle, rate, comment, sub, sub to PMPBeta, and feel free to check out my personal channel if you guys enjoyed. I have a bunch of content similar to this if you guys like my narration style. And I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Peace out, guys. Mike Deck is out of here. Later.